Okay guys, every once in a while I mess something up and my video doesn't record. So I went ahead and put the cards back like they were, but I turned them over so you can be a little bit surprised at what the cards turn out to be. I'm going to actually link the video, this silent video, for some of you non-believers out there that this is what I turned up. But yeah, so we'll just go through this again. This is going to be a reading on COVID and how it's going to what it's going to do over the rest of the year. The person who asked this question was worried about the variants. And so let's take a look. Let's look at what's going to happen with COVID over the rest of 2021. So the very first card I drew was the Six of Swords. And this is interesting because Six of Swords is about moving away from a bad situation. And she has 3 crows, which to me, I immediately thought of the 3 vaccines, pulling her away from a bad situation. So we have 3 vaccines. And crows are also about knowledge. So we have 3 vaccines that can pull us out of this situation. We have 3 vaccines that can pull us out of the COVID situation, that can prevent more variants, that can prevent more deaths. The crows are trying to pull us away from it. The vaccines are trying to pull us away from the situation. Then crossed by that, we got the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is about taking action. Knights are about taking action, and this knight is moving very quickly. He also has, interestingly enough, he has a code on the bottom of his shoe, which 2 of the vaccines have an RNA code in them. So he's got the code. He's running towards his motorcycle to get away. He's following this crow. He knows what to do. He's got his weapon. He's got a weapon. The weapon is the vaccines, guys. That's the weapon. So the challenge is to get away from this situation, to prevent variants, is to get vaccinated, and as soon as possible. In the subconscious, fire, Ace of Wands, the passion and desire. Everyone wants to defeat this. This is willpower. This is actually new passion too. Like, I think there are a lot of people who are becoming passionate about this, who may not have been before. In the past, Queen of Swords. There's the support. There's the knowledge. There's the no BS. There's the not putting up with fake news and that kind of thing. In our recent past, we have now gotten on the course with what needs to be done. We know what needs to be done. We have the knowledge. We have the knowledge to defeat it. Again, there's a crow in the background there. And then on the mind, though, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So some people, to me, this represents the vaccine, the shot. It's also about truth and victory, and it's reversed. So victory's not here yet. Victory is not here yet. There are still people who are not believers in the shot. There are people who maybe are afraid of the shot. Still. So near future, the Tower. That's not really good to see. That means there's a few more people that still need to be woken up. This is telling me that there will be another surge. That there in the near future, that there is going to be another surge, because people are not getting vaccinated enough. People are becoming too relaxed. They're not protecting themselves. Now, this is not all over. This is just probably in certain areas of the United States, because we just can't move. This is the secret, the challenge. The challenge is to move quickly, to get people vaccinated quickly. And this is telling me that it's just not going to happen fast enough in the near future anyway. U position, but we are moving quickly. We're moving. There is swift movement. Some people are moving quickly. We are moving quickly towards defeating this. This is also about synchronicity and things lining up. But there is action being taken quickly, moving swiftly. We are moving swiftly. We're probably moving as fast as we can in some respects. Then there's the King of Cups in the environment. There's the compassion and the caring and the understanding. This could also be, sometimes the King of Cups is my Biden card. So there's the compassion and understanding in the environment. So that's good to see. There are a lot of people moving swiftly, and there's compassion there. Then we have the Two of Swords in reverse, hopes and fears. So there's still people who cannot make the decision that they need to make to get vaccinated. They're afraid of it. They're afraid. And then the outcome, Ten of Cups. So that's excellent. That's the happily ever after. That's the being able to be with our families again. This is the family card. And the happily ever after card. So it looks like we may have one more surge because there's still people that are afraid to get vaccinated. And that's why we're going to have another surge, because of people being reluctant to get vaccinated, because we have to get a majority of the people vaccinated before the variants stop. But it will happen. We will eventually get over this year. We will be over it this year, because this reading was about 2021. So we will get over it this year. We will defeat it this year. But there is going to be another, it looks like there is going to be another surge, at least in some parts of the country, because people are afraid of this. They're afraid of the vaccine, but that's the answer. The answer is these 3 vaccines and to get it done quickly. So that's what I get for COVID for 2021. Thanks, everybody.